Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to DC Universe Online. Apparently we're going to take a look at the backside of Black Ember. There we go. Look at him. He's so cute. So, this video, I've gotten a lot of views, and I have to say, a lot of back and forth on my fire DPS build. I probably should mention that, yes, having might is definitely needed because having might increases the damage done by powers, where say precision does better damage for weapons. That's how it works. Alright, so stacking might does help your DPS greatly when you have a great controller and you're just spamming powers like I do with Inferno and Mass Debt. So what we're looking at is, today we're going to be talking about our tank build for fire. People have asked me if fire DPS is better or fire tanking is better. Here's the thing. If you want to be a tank, be a tank. If you want to be a DPS, be a DPS. Alright, I'm not going to tell you guys. I'm not going to force you which role you want to play. Alright, but I'm telling you now, if I'm an alert and you're a fire, if I even get to if I see you needing tank gear, oh, you better be in tank mode. I can guarantee. Sorry, I didn't mean to make that voice. I so apologize. But alright, so let's first take a look at my stats. Alright, not my what's that? Okay, sorry. My stats. Alright, I have to say that besides my two BS rings that I have a pretty set gear level with my tanking set. I got two pieces of, where is it? I think I have two pieces of the Sunstone Bulwark. Yeah, I got the head and I got the back. So I got that, and then I have tier 2 hands, tier 2 belt, FOS thing, tier 2 pants, tier 2 chest, and I got the FOS trinket and the FOS weapon and neck. So see, I just have to boost up my rings and I'll be better, right? But here is my stats. Alright, I got 3,500 health, which is really nothing, I know. And then I have my defense is at 28 and my dominance is at 626. Alright, so this is just my stats to look at it. But now when you're in tank role and you are, sorry, when you're in tank role and you use one of your abilities, you get an increase of your health by 60%. Let me actually take a look at the wording so I can make sure I said it right. In tank role, all damage is penalized by, all the damage you do is penalized by 20%. So we can't really do DPS at all. Using your superpowers increases your total health by 60% plus 2.2 health per point of dominance. And your healing received is increased by 80%. So that really helps. You will also attract the attention of enemies, causing them to attack you rather than allies. Finally, you gain 3 perception. Who cares? Alright, so what that means is, let's go back to my stats, and I have, my dominance is at 626. Alright, the 3575 is my base health with my gear. Let me actually show you. Just switch to damage. And there, see, the health stays the same. But let's switch back and let me use Inflame. Alright, Inflame. We'll come over here, stats. I'm now at 70,000. I don't think it actually stacks either. Let me actually make sure I use another ability. Nope, it does not stack. So, but it does stack with your trinket as well. So you can keep a hold of that. Now I've gotten my fire ability all the way up to about maybe 8 or 9k. I can't remember off the top of my head, but it does work out. So you with fire tanking, you're looking at, we have no damage mitigation. We actually take every freaking damage that is on us. We're not ice tanks. We don't have a damage mitigation where we're going to take some percentage. No. Our thing is, we're going to get our health stacked up to the freaking top of the chain Alright, just get as far high as possible, and hopefully the healer will just heal ourselves all the way up. But let's see. I'm actually looking at this guide from Christenia's new fire thingy. The fire this new fire guide that she put out, and I will definitely put a link in the bottom of the description so you guys can take a look at it. But we rarely don't really have damage mitigation. We just have to keep our health all the way up as much as possible. The way to do so is to have your dominance high, and you're also wanting to stack your health. When we go over here to our skills, I have 73 skills, 73 skill points. It's the highest on my character. Like I said, I've said it before, I'll say it again, 70 is right there at that nice mid ground, because I'm spec'd to where I have enough of what's needed. I have points in every single tree, and I get up to where I need to be, but we'll take a look at it in a second. First, let's look at super speed. I do have the breakout mastery, and I do have speed drain. Speed drain is restores power to you and your allies in case that you don't have a controller. Speed drain also does nice little damage over time for enemies as well. So it takes a 50% supercharge, but your speed drain is kind of, hey, give the controllers a little nudge to help them out a little bit. Now, I don't have it on my active bar, but I do have it as the backup just in case. So I use bow mainly, so the bows, of course, is my thing. And over here we have brawling. As you see, I have my points in dominance, and I have my points in health. The first thing I did was I stacked health, and then I went with stacking dominance. This is how I went. I'm not saying that you have to do it. I'm just saying this is how I went with it. Alright? The formula goes, we have an additional health equal to the dominance times the 2.2. Alright? It's rounded down to the nearest whole number. And remember that we get a 60% health buff because we're in tank role when using our abilities. Alright, so let's see here. Making sure I got all my information correct, because I don't do math. I can tell you that now. I do not do math. I'm reading this stuff, and it's overwhelming to say the least. But for if you want to start off tanking, you're gonna have to start looking at first is. Many people can argue saying that you should do dominance first and then health, because we already get our initial health buff of 60% increase. But I went with stacking health first. I'm a tank. I tanked in World of Warcraft, and true, it's 2 different games, but I still have the mentality of I need health. Give me health. I stacked health, and then I went straight to dom so I can increase my health even more. My defense is decent at best. I'm not going to say it's the best, but I'm going to say it's decent. So that's all I can really say about that. You can start, once you have your health and your dominance done, you can start putting your skill points into your defense and toughness. Now, in case you are wondering, actually, we got powers. For my iconics, I chose the powerful resistance for 100 health, and I chose the dominance. I could have went with nanoweave armor, but I decided to go with dominance to get my health increase, and again, health increase. So there is some method to my madness. But let's go with the thing that you all really want to know about, and that is my loadout for tanking. This is a loadout that I started messing with after reading this a couple of weeks ago, and I wanted to mess with it, and I found that there is some positiveness from it. Okay, just to say that. Now, beforehand, let me actually. Did not mean to back out. Now, beforehand, I actually used Inferno. Inferno was on my number 1. I would cast Inferno, then I would cast Wildfire to set things in motion. When Wildfire is a great, I'm going to say this, it's a great range aggro. because you just if the targeting system wasn't so buggy sometimes, you can just select your target that was burning. If you when you cast wildfire, that burning target will set other nearby enemies on fire, which is just great for ranged. But at the same time, I'm a tank, so I need to be in the face. That's why I have a bow. Bow can do ranged and melee, huh? You gotta love it. You gotta love it. Gotta love it. So, but I took Inferno and Wildfire out and replaced it with Inflame and Flashpoint. Inflame and Flashpoint was the first abilities that I actually used in this game. My original loadout, I still remember it was Inflame, Flashpoint, Backdraft, Absorb Heat, and Fiery Weapon. And then I learned that Fiery Weapon can actually go in front because it still performs a little bit of the health thing. But your main abilities, the main ability you need for a fire tank is Backdraft. It damages and pulls enemy towards you. Burning enemies heal you. All right. Let's see. Backdraft, doing some math a little bit. I'm reading here. Heal between 70 to 82 HP if used on a burning target. They will only process the heal once per use. So think of it: 73 and 82 HP on 5 mobs. Do the math. You kind of get a nice little jump on health. I don't know if there is a limit to how many you get on you, but that works out. But Backdraft does heal you, and it damages and pulls enemy towards you. So that's a nice little vacuum thing you can use. For the synergy, I'm gonna have to go with synergy for my tanking. Inflame. Enemies near me in 15 meters, they get aggroed on me, and they also get set on fire. So enemies near me actually get set on fire. Then, of course, because it's a fire ability, all the some aggro will be coming onto me. Also, the aggro will also depend on your dominance, so you need to kind of have high dominance going into raids and such to make sure that you can actually taunt these enemies around. Using your abilities is one thing, but keeping them on you, that's where dominance plays key. Alright, so using Flame, I'm on fire now. What am I going to do now? I'm going to use Flashpoint. Flashpoint, I have Inflame technically is Immolation, just so you know. I'm going with that. But it sets them on fire and it juggles them. And you can I think you can kind of spam Flashpoint as well, so you can just keep jumping up and down. Next thing you know, you can use Backdraft, which is another juggle. And then Absorb Heat is a ranged ability, but can, of course, be used up front. Absorb Heat, using it on burning enemies, guess what? They stun and heal you. So this is another heal. We have Backdraft that heals, we have Absorb Heat that heals, and then we have Burnout. I started using Burnout because of PvP, but I've also found it useful in PvE because it gives me, it knocks back enemies, heals me a small amount, and bestows immunity against control effects. Because I'm in tank role, yeah, it provides that immunity to 3 teammates as well. So if they're bubbled or something from a boss, boom, Burnout, done deal. So I can see using Burnout kind of on a nice little repetition to keep it going. And then last but not least, Reignition. As a fire tank, if you have a dedicated healer or healers, fine. Take Reignition out of it. You don't need it. Find something else. Hell, use Inferno if you want. I use Reignition as that, oh crap, things are happening. Healer's down. Healer's down. Power's down. Oh, it's that oh shit button. That's all it is. It's that oh crap button. Alright, it's 25% supercharge. If you have a full 100%, you're looking at using it 4 times. It gives you big heals, and it juggles the enemies. You can't say no to that. You can't say no to that. So I keep Reignition on my tank bar at all times, along with Backdraft. Now with Inflame and Flashpoint, because I use a bow, but I use the range attacks a lot. So me opening up with Inferno, and they're on fire, and then I just lunge through them or something, and then I just cast Wildfire. Wildfire will reset the burning tick for 12 seconds. When an enemy's on fire, they're going to be on fire for 12 seconds. Using Wildfire reignites that for another 12 seconds. So you can, I think there might be a cap on how many times you can really reignite them, so to speak, until they're dead. But I don't know how many times you can do that for an enemy that will just continuously go. You know what? That's a pretty interesting thing. I think I'm going to actually go test that out. I'm going to go see if they're going to keep burning. And the way we're going to do that is we are going to go over to the watchtower. Well, I'm already in the watchtower, but we're going to head over to where the training dummies are, because I need a dummy. Dummy. Oh, Ember. Oh, he's got school. Darn it. I was gonna log on and do these videos, and all of a sudden, you know, the fans come talk to me, and I tell them I'm sorry, I'm recording, and it's nice stuff. But thank you, Blue Ember. Imitation is definitely the sincerest form of flattery. And okay, so we're gonna go over here. Let's test this wildfire theory that I have. All right, so the sparring target's on fire. I think it's on fire. Yep, it's on fire. So let's go there. So it's on for 12 seconds, and I'm going to do it again. And then again. Let me actually get my power back up a little bit. There we go. And then again. Wow, he is still on fire. Come on, give me more, give me more. I need another 12 seconds here. Need another 12. Daddy needs another 12. Oh, looky. Oh, well, how you like that? If you can keep it going, Wildfire will definitely reset the 12-second timer. And it will continuously reset it. See, and Wildfire is kind of bad. I mean, well, at the same time, man, I'm actually really excited about that. I'm really, really happy with it. It reset the 12-second timer multiple times. So, I would actually consider putting it back in my loadout. I really would. Let me actually go take it out, though, because I'm going to go back with Flashpoint for right now. There we go. But, this is my tanking loadout. This is what I use to... Okay, I'm going to get out of combat now. Alright, well, the train dummy is supposed to get me out of combat. Oh, for the love of Peter. It's not going to take me out of combat unless I'm really far away from it, huh? Actually, I think that ice person was messing with him too, so... I guess because he's still in combat, I'm still in combat. Oh my god, I'm still in combat. My power is just not even there. Well, that was fun. But that's tanking for fire. I'm sorry, I'm not really a big math person. I read some guides and I take some stuff. I take their advice to heart and I just go with it. Now, there is a way that you can be a fire tank by being a self-healing fire tank. By that, I mean your loadout is pretty much set with stuff that's going to heal you non-stop. Alright? I mean, you're looking at consume objects, backdraft, absorb heat, fiery weapon, burnout, reignition, burn determination, stoke flames, and eternal flame. Though that's what gives you your health back. That's your self-healing. To find out how much power would heal you in DPS mode, oh, well, there's a formula here. Healing done equals base healing times 1 plus restoration plus dominance minus 50 divided by 400. Dear God, that... Oh, my head's killing me. That's just way too much math for me, guys. I'm sorry. Way too much math. But if you want to be a self-healing tank, you need to get your critical healing magnitude up. That is the stat that you need to be a self-healing tank. The critical healing magnitude is the amount that's healed to you, whereas the critical healing chance would be how big the crit is going to be. Just so you guys understand that a little bit. But this is my fire tank video. Please bring more comments, more likes, if you're going to dislike something, please explain why you disliked it, and I can work on it, and we can talk about it in a nice discussion as much as YouTube allows. So, thank you all for watching. Please leave your comment section below. If you feel like there was something I missed, please leave it in the comments. We make a nice big discussion about it, and you can call me a noob all day. All I know is I main tank for my league. Well, not the tier 4 stuff, because I'm not really high enough CR, because I do more recording stuff than I actually play the game. So I sacrifice myself for you all, for my YouTube fans. But this is Trexus and Black Ember saying thanks for all for watching. I'll see you guys next time.